Superman of science, and he loves to play with fire. And the things he'll do, you can too, if you so desire. Do try this at home with Mr. G.
Hello and welcome back to Do Try This at Home. Do Try This at Home is the show that takes ordinary household items and turns them into something extraordinary. I'm your host, Mr. G, and today on Do Try This at Home we're going to celebrate President's Day. That's because today is President's Day. It's a wonderful day. Why is it so wonderful? Because, well, it's celebrating the birthday of George Washington, and some people even say the birthday of these two presidents, Washington and Lincoln. And it's also known as Washington's birthday. President's Day. I think it's the third Monday of every February. So whatever day of the week that happens to be, or whatever number of the month that happens to be, that's President's Day. It just happens to be today, though, which is great because I don't have to go to work. And I'm sure a lot of you out there are just as happy because you probably don't have to work either. I know some of you out there are like, shut up, I've got to work. But that's okay. You know, somebody's got to do it. But I'm just glad it's not me. Or you, if you're home watching this right now on President's Day. Anyways, you know what? We're going to need somebody. Today's not really a scientific experiment, although it's bizarre. Today's little trick is probably one of the greatest tricks you'll ever learn to do. I'm not kidding either. As far as magic goes, this is the trick to learn. This is it, man. This is awesome. Not only that, there's nothing to learn. The trick does itself, as you'll soon find out. So, without further ado, let me find somebody to play this trick on. How about Cindy? Yeah, Cindy. She's good to play tricks on. Hey, Cindy! Want to try to win some money?
Oh, heck yeah.
Ah, here she comes. Okay, before Cindy gets in here, let me show you exactly what we're going to do. I'm going to take this $5 bill and this $1 bill, and we're going to orient it like this. She'll be sitting over here. And what I'm going to do with this is, what you're going to learn to do is you're going to just set them like this on top of each other. I'm going to have her sign this bill right here. Now, what's on top? The 5's on top, of course, okay? See that? Well, guess what? You're going to learn to do this. You're going to learn to roll these bills up nice and tight, just like this. And you're going to roll them from this corner and just keep rolling and rolling. Why am I whispering? I don't want her to hear. Okay, we're going to keep rolling, and we're going to keep rolling, we're going to keep rolling, we're going to keep rolling, and then Cindy's going to put her fingers here, like this. And when we unroll this, guess what? The 5 won't be on top anymore. It'll be under the 1 like that. Yeah, I know you don't believe me, but watch. It's going to happen. It's awesome. Okay, let's get her in here. Come on, Cindy, I want to show you this trick. It's going to blow your mind. Okay, she said okay. She's on her way, I think. Okay, Cindy, are you ready to win some money?
Yeah.
Okay, well, here's the deal. Here's the deal. I'll explain the deal to you as we go along, and you can decide whether or not you want to make the bet, okay?
Okay.
Okay, we'll bet for all $6 that are here, so you have a potential of winning $6, all right? All right, well, here's the deal. Okay, do you want the bigger denomination bill, the 5, or do you want the smaller denomination bill on top? You tell me what you want on top.
5 on top.
5 on top? Okay. So we're going to take the 5 here. We're going to put it on top of the 1 there. Now I'm going to grab a pen here. And what I want you to do is I want you to sign. I want you to sign your name on the top of that $5 bill right there. Go ahead. Sign your name. Just your first name's fine. Okay. So that's your signature there. It's your name, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Now here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take it. I'm going to roll this up real nice and tight here. I'm going to roll and roll and roll. Now you see, I'm rolling. See that? Right toward you, right? You see that? Mm-hmm. I'm going to get it so it's nice in the camera. Okay, there's no camera trickery here, folks. This is all real. I'm going to roll, and I'm going to roll, and I'm going to roll. Okay, we're going to keep rolling here. Now get your fingers ready, Cindy, because what we're going to do here is, when we get this all rolled here, we're going to have you put a finger there and a finger there. Okay? Mm-hmm. Now, when I unroll these, what was on top? The one you signed, right? Which one was that?
5.
The 5, okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and unroll this. And when I unroll it, I'll bet you $6 that the 5's not on top anymore.
Okay.
Really? Okay. Here we go. We're going to unroll it nice and slow, and the 5's on the bottom.
How'd that happen?
Yeah, how'd that happen?
How did the 5 get underneath the 1? Well, it doesn't matter how it did it, but there's your signature, so it's still the same 5. See? Still the signature there. See that? So it's still the same 5, so I win and you lose and you owe me $6. Okay, she's back in the living room, out of earshot, so I can show you how I did this trick. Notice she signed this bill, and yes, that's really what she wrote. And you can actually have somebody do the same thing, and she wanted that one on top, so we put it on top, didn't we? But it ended up on the bottom. Now, how did that happen? Again, we rolled this up nice and tight, just like I showed you here. Now, you're going to say, well, I saw it, it was on top the whole time, there's no way that could have happened. Well, I'm going to show you it did happen, and I'll show you how it works. So we're going to roll, and we're going to roll, and we're going to roll. Now notice it's still on top. And as I roll, like that, towards that corner, it's still on top, 5 on top of the 1, right? So we're going to keep rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling. But here's where the tricky part comes in. Right when you get to this point, right here, okay? Notice this sticking out and this barely sticking out over here on the 1. We're going to roll past the point on the 1. And we're going to let this part flip over like that. So it has to do 1 flip. So once you do that, you have to put their fingers on here. Now there's no way in the world that 5 could have traded places, but watch, when you unroll, the 5's on the bottom.
Wow! Wasn't that a cool magic trick? Every time I do this trick, it blows my mind. I don't know, it's just such a cool trick, and it's a great trick for President's Day because why? Well, there's presidents on these things, so of course it's a great President's Day trick. And everybody you do this trick for, they're just it's gonna blow their minds, and you can win money with this trick too, every time. Boom. Hey, you got a $5 bill, you know, you take it from me, it's yours then, because you win. You win when you do this trick, trust me on this. So anyways, that's it for today's episode of Do Try This at Home. And if you're new to Do Try This at Home, or to just me, Mr. G, I hope that you check out my other shows too, like my cooking show, Quick and Healthy with Mr. G, 30 Seconds with Mr. G, which is just 30 seconds with me, although the whole thing lasts 50 seconds or so. That's because there's an intro and an outro and whatever else. So, and at the end of these shows, there's oftentimes outtakes, so I'm sure there's a few on today's show, unfortunately. So stick around for those. And hey, visit my website, www.mindlessmirth, that's mindlessmirth.com. And the other website, www.mrgme, that's mrgme.com. So have a great President's Day, and I will see you all next time right here on Do Try This at Home! And today on Do Try This at Home. Do Try This at Home is the show. Yep, gonna rub on the old tripod, aren't you? Are you done yet? Are you done itching your cheek on the tripod? I think she's done. I am again your host, Mr. G, and I hope that I know what I'm saying next time I shoot this.